more toward the end, we will be doing some standing poses, but they will be chair centric. All right. As usual. Oh, my name is Kali. If I didn't say that. If you have a posture, if I call out a posture and it is not in your wheelhouse today, you just bypass that and you catch up on the next one. Second part is I have literal physical limitations, but don't let my limitations hinder what you can do. I'm still breaking up. All right. Next part. Everybody is over here. Okay. Just remember, as you're coming in, it will be a chair class, so I need you to make sure that you have access to one of the risers. We've still got space over here. You're going to be sitting a lot of the class. All right. So the second part is, remember everyone, all the classes here, they are donation based. We teachers, we so appreciate the offerings that you have. And just for a shameless plug for myself, I am, put it out here first, I am teaching at Bowl City Yoga in Springfield. Yay, historic Springfield, because that's where I live. And if you're out on the north side, more of the Yellow Bluff area, I'm at Yoga Den out there on Tuesday mornings, all right? And the third thing is, last year when I taught, talking about the donations, someone, she said, I'm so sorry, I didn't bring any cash with me. Do you have Venmo? I didn't know what Venmo was, all right? This year, I am technologically advanced, all right? I got Venmo, Square, and PayPal. So, no excuses, everybody. Cash, I got a little bucket back there, too. All right, so I think everybody's just about in. Okay, here we go. Sitting down on the risers, if you please. All right, just hands down to your thighs. If it's possible, if you're okay, closing your eyes. I know that we have the music of our environment around us. But let's see if we can just let all of that go just for a couple of minutes. See if we can find calmness in the sea of chaos. See if we can find a bit of calm in the external chaos and even the internal chaos. Even with all of the noise, we will be all right. And from here, just open your eyes. Once again, bring your hands to your hearts. And a little bit for me, I scoot forward just a bit so that my thighs may be a little off of my chair. All right? So starting here. If I need to do my bigger outside voice, if I break up and you can't hear me, just let me know. All right? So from here, hands down by the sides. Be aware of your neighbor and inhale the arms up and overhead. And just hold up. A little bit of a look up. Don't crunch your neck. That's not our goal. Just a little lift in the front of the body. And arms all the way down. Now keeping in mind while we're in the chair, there will be a little more upper body work. All right? So here we go. Inhale the arms up. Exhale down. Once again, Hold. Now, if you've been to class with me before, this is downtown, that's that arm. This is Riverside. Let the downtown fingers grab hold of the Riverside wrist, and we're all just gonna lean over. I want you to let that Riverside hip really press down, keeping the stability, keeping the balance. Now we come all the way up, and we just switch. Nice inhale, and then exhale all the way over. Let the downtown hip really press to enter the chair. Bringing it up, and release. Shoulder rolls to the back. And down for neutral, just press the shoulders down, press the hands down. Now we're going to do a few twists. You know your body better than I do. If twist is not in your back's best interest, then you just stay forward. So we're going to lift both arms up. We're turning downtown. Turn downtown, let the arms come down. The Riverside hand is on the downtown knee. And we're just nice twist. Inhale, reach all the way up, and we go right to the other side. Hopefully everybody's looking toward Riverside. Inhale the arms up, down by the sides. This we're going to go for a downward facing dog in the chair, all right? So spread your legs a little bit, maybe a little wider depending on what your hips like to do here. Hands down by the sides. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Fold forward. And we're just folding here. Let the head drop. Forward folding. Might even want to sway from side to side, get a nice little stretch along the back, a little sway. Come back to neutral. On your next inhale, we're just going to come all the way back up. Inhale the arms back up for that forward. And pull down once again. Again, sway if that's in your body's best interest. Finding neutral once again. Inhale all the way up. All the way down. A little bit of shoulder here. Inhale the arms up. Come down to your cactus arms. Now look at your cactus arms. Check your elbows. Are they forward? Or can you bring them back almost in line with your ears? Check your low belly. I have a tendency to poke it out and take the work out of the shoulders. Bring that low belly back in. We want the shoulders to do this work. And again, being aware of that low belly, palms, wiggle your fingers, and now just let them come down. Right here, hold. Being bringing your awareness between your shoulder blades. Now, in this position, I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Squeeze and squeeze. Then press them away, broaden out across the back. Again, squeeze, broaden across the back. Last time, squeeze, broaden across the back. Arms all the way down, elbows still up. Still working on those shoulders. Hold on this stay for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms down. The Riverside arm. Lean. No, I was the wrong way. Downtown. Downtown arm. Just lean to the side and just let it roll. Get some of that out of there. Motion is lotion for the issues in our tissues. And we just lift up and take it to the other side. Back to neutral. We're going to do some swaying with the body. It's going to be as if you had maybe a beach ball in your hand, or we are going to do some about maybe our ballerina arms or our Tai Chi arms. So let's start here. Inhale, fingertips together, make that big ball. Let the elbows come out. If I stood up, it didn't open. I want you to be. And now we're going to do some of that swaying of our Tai Chi type arms. The downtown hand, I want you to let it just come down and reach toward Riverside. Reach out with the Riverside hand toward downtown. Now we're just going to reverse that up, switch the arms. Come back up to each ball. This time it's going to look as if you were going into thread the needle. So the downtown arm, I want you to really send it down and you come all the way down as far as you can to that downtown knee. On your next inhale, bring it all the way up. Take it straight to the other side. Thread the needle. Three, 2, and 1. Bring it down, arms out at a T. Let the downtown hand be on top as we do a big hug. Downtown hand, grab those shoulders. Now this is all I'm looking for here. But if eagle arm is yours, you go right ahead. I'm not an eagle armor today. Once I get here, sway. Even in the eagle arms, sway. Come back to neutral. Lift the arms out, that T. You're going to bring the fingertips in front, right here. And then find that curve in the back. Press the hands forward, curvature in the back. Press it out. Bring it back in. And now we'll switch the arms for the big hand. And then sway. and release. A few twists from here. We're going to do another big twist toward down. Inhale the arms up. Again, twisting downtown. Inhale up. Again to 5. Inhale up. And releasing the arm. Lower body work. We're going to start just by separating the legs. Come as far as you can on your butt cheeks back there. That's all I want you to do. And you're just going to hold here. I want you to pay attention. This is the pose. Pay attention. Are you letting your legs just flap out? Or do you have control of what's happening? Your toes. See if you can get your toes to come straight. Some of us, and I'm one of those, I got that duck thing happening. So I have to be aware of how I'm positioning my feet, especially when I'm walking. That is the pose. That's the destination right here. The beauty of chair. All right, now release that. Bring your legs a little closer together, about hip width apart. If we were in class and we want to do some leg strengthening, I say pull out your block and block it between your thighs. Well, we don't have blocks, but we have 2 fists. All right, 2 fists. They're going to go right between your knees. You may need to lean over a little bit. If you do, send your sits bones toward the back a little bit. You want to hinge at the hips, not slump at the top of the shoulders. So 2 fists, hip hinge, lean in. From here, you're going to press your hands together. Use the knees to press the fists together. But at the same time, you're going to see if you can press the fist apart. So you've got that push-pull that's happening here. Don't be lazy. Come on, work it out in there. Pressing the knees together, pushing the fist apart for 3, 2, and 1, and release. Now you can shake that out. And we're going to try that again. Double fisted between the knees, hinge at the hips, don't curve at the top of the spine. Press the knees together, push the fist apart. Do it like you mean it. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and release that. We're going to try some figure 4s here. So if your hip says no, not happening today, if you cannot get that downtown ankle to that riverside knee, then you just put that downtown ankle to that riverside ankle, all right? Don't let me hurt you. All right, here we go. If you got it, you're going to bring it up. Now pay attention to your foot. Is it just hanging out there like Saturday morning? No, you want to put some action in that foot. Let the toes come toward the nose. The foot is angled as if you were walking, all right? Pay attention to that downtown hip. How does it feel? If you have knee issues, how is your knee talking to you right now? Now, this position is perfectly fine. If you feel you want and have a little more to give, see if you can find your fold. But don't let me or your neighbor bully you into folding forward if you don't want to. So, your fold, your posture, Remember, keep that engagement in that foot. Nice hold here, bringing awareness to your breath. You're staying forward. It's going to be a little longer hold, but I want you to bring awareness to wherever you are feeling tension, pulling, tightness, or any type of restriction. Pay attention to that. Now, this isn't something we normally do in this position, but we're going to do it this morning. I want you to just let that leg go side to side. Just feel it, that's all. It doesn't have to be a big movement. You may find, as you move from side to side, you may feel a different sensation. We're not looking for pain. But you may find as you move to your right or to your left, the sensation changes a bit. Not pain. Wherever you are, come back up and just still hold for 3, 2, and 1. Now, if possible, you're going to put that leg over like, say, a man sits or a woman, whoever sits like this. All right? Now, some of you have some serious mobility that you can move that leg the way you want it. You can be all put down. This is all I have. So we're going to twist downtown, hopefully. So from here, grab hold of that knee and then just twist. Pull that leg into the body. And release. Release. Bring it down. Shake it out. You need to take that leg and give it a little shake out like a little puppy. And we go straight to the other side. Left up, remember, ankle to knee or ankle to ankle. Now for me, this is my weaker side, so I may not have the entire mobility I had on the other leg. And if you're in the same boat, that's fine. But remember, this is going to be a little longer hold. If you have that mobility and you feel you want to fold forward, take the fold from here. But be comfortable in the fold. Make the fold be kind. We're looking for kindness in the postures. Remembering also, how about that little sway side to side? Seeing how that feels to you. And now, nice and easy, bringing it all the way back up. Where you can, slide that leg over to the side. I don't have all of that, so this is it. So we're going for that riverside twist. So really lift up and then find your twist. Really grab a hold of that knee to help pull it into the chest if that works best for you. And nice and easy release. Shake Shake that leg out, forward, shake both booties out here. We're gonna go for our forward fold and add a little things into it as we go along. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Just stay in the forward fold. Sway in the forward fold if that feels great for your back. On your next inhale, just come up halfway, placing the hands on the knees. Working on a little more shoulder mobility here. So the riverside shoulder, let it come toward the middle. Lift up. Let the downtown shoulder come toward the middle. Bring it up. Switch again. Shoulder mobility. Lift up. Other side. Up. One more round. Riverside down. Lift it up. Downtown down. Lift it up. All the way up. Shake it out. Now from here, spread the legs just a little farther. Hands on the hips. Lift up. Knees bent. Feet down. Toes down. Soles of the feet down. Being strong in your body right here. Now, riverside, that's downtown. See, I get it wrong every time. Downtown arm, lift up. It's going to go straight down in front of you, fingertips all the way to your mat. You're looking down. That riverside hand is still on your hips. This is all I want you to do first. Relax the back of your neck. Look down at your hand. Don't try to look toward the river. Now, nice and easy, start turning toward riverside. You can let the riverside arm come more off to your side for that twist. Hold here, just keep the hand down for me. Just for the moment, please, please. I want you to get the foundation of the pose here. Return back down. Now we're going to do it again. If all you need that arm raised up, you're going to be free to go for it. So here we go. Reach, twist toward riverside. Lift that arm up to the sky. And it's a longer hold at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring everything back down. Both arms are down, fingertips in front of you. Release the head down. You're still in this forward fold. Now, bring the downtown hand to the hip. Downtown hand to the hip. Remember, we're going to do 2 variations of this. So from here, their fingertips are down, and let's twist downtown. Twist downtown. You can bring the hand just up to the waist. Just take the twist first. And release back down. And then on your next exhale, you can raise that arm as we do the next twist downtown. Raising the arm. If arm on this side is not your friend, let the hand come behind the back. And we're just holding 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release it all the way down. Both hands are down. If you can, walk the fingertips just a little more forward. Send the sits bones back a little bit as if we were in that downward facing dog. Walk the hands back. Walk it back, come all the way up. Now let's do a little bit of chair in the chair. A little bit of strengthening the full body. We're going to work our way up to it. But first, let's do work on your toes a little bit. Well, if you got shoes on, don't worry about it. So all I want you to do is start walking your feet back and come up on your toes. See how much you can let the tops of the toes, the toes are going to be flat, and you're going to bring the heel up as high as you can. We're working on foot flexibility. You're working on ankle flexibility. We're pressing up. If you ever make it to one of my classes out there, I got a whole thing on foot health. Shameless plug. And now walk it down. You also walk those feet forward. Now heels all the way out. This time, press the toes away. Plantar flexion. Can you get your toes down? You might even feel a little extra in your arch there. Toes down. Let me see those toes down. Push them all the way down. Push. Toes. There you go. Ankle flexibility. Plantar flexibility. Toes all the way up. They're going back once again. And from here, let's see if we can do our Paschimottanasana. Nice and easy. Let the hands slide down. And you stop where you can, where you need to. The toes are not the end-all, be-all of the world. You want a slight bend in the back of these knees. But if toes is what you have today, you go for it. And nice and easy, bend in the backs of the knees, all the way back up. Bring those knees in. Now, I promise we're going to stand up chair in the chair. But what I want you to do first, hands down by the sides. All I want you to do is just lean forward. The arms are going to go back. This is a hinge at the hips, not a curvature of the upper spine here. Now, I want you to just lean forward as if you were going to stand up, but don't stand up, as if the action. You may have some engagement in your thighs there because, oh, I'm going to stand up. The brain thinks you're going to stand up, but you're not, and lean back. Now, the next time we're going to do that, and I'm going to allow you to have a little bit of mobility because we are going to come to a standing chair from here. So again, lean back. You want to bring your heels back a little bit if that's going to work for you so you can get them under your body. So lean back. Here we go. Lean. Really press the feet down. Lift. And you're just in your chair. You're not all the way up. Strengthen the entire body. Now, arms forward. Hold either straight out in front of you or arms up. Or if this is too much for your low back, just let the hands come down to the thighs. Now, while we're here, we're going to do a little few cats and cows, a little pelvic tilts. So if you need to bring your arms down, do so. So bringing your awareness to the front of your body, that pubic bone in the front, bring it toward your belly. Tilt up. Now, your awareness to your sits bones in the back, tilt those back. The slowest twerk in the world. Here we go. Again, pelvic bone forward. Thighs quivering here. Yes. And then send them back once again. Last time. Pelvic bone forward. Sits bones back. Arms forward. Sit down slow. Real slow. Oh, yes. Legs. Shake that out. All right. The next time we stand up, you're going to stand up and you're going to shake it out. And I'm going to take 15 minutes to walk up to that green mat, okay? So, here we go. Last time. Take the arms back. I want this to be the slowest chair to standing that you can muster. Ready? Lean forward. Let the arms come up real slow. You should still be halfway there because I'm so slow walking to my mat. And as you're ready, come up, stand up, shake it out. Arms down and around. I'm going to make all of my classes this summer going to be chair classes. That's in my head because every other week you're going to get your standing classes. And I'm hoping that the ones of you that showed up today, and if it's something that you're truly interested in, tell your mama, your daddy, hide your wives and all that good stuff. But let them know that yoga is accessible even out here, all right? So, if you just bring your hands to your heart for me. Loka, Samasta, Sukhi no Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. And may the light of truth overcome all darkness. A victory to that light. Namaste. Thank you. Remember, donations are so appreciated. I'm technologically advanced, but I still take care.